The biggest news of the past week is the release of GTA Vice City Next Gen Edition, or, as I like to call it, GTA from fans for fans. A small studio, Revolution team, has done what many have dreamed of, bringing the beloved GTA Vice City to the Rage engine, complete with GTA 4-style physics. But that's not the main reason this project is making headlines. The real shock came from Take-Two Interactive, the company that owns the GTA series. Without warning, just hours before the MOD's release, which means they were actively monitoring the developers, Take-Two wiped their entire YouTube channel. Pretty low move, don't you think? What makes it even worse is that Take-Two never reached out to Revolution Team before this, but these guys are from Russia and they didn't back down. They released the mod anyway, and ironically, Take-Two's actions only made them more famous. A classic case of the Streisand effect. So I decided to do my part in spreading the word and celebrating their hard work with this video. Let's take a trip down memory lane and relive Vice City like never before. If you want to support this project and help it reach even more people, drop a like and watch till the end. This is a fan-made masterpiece, and we're just getting started. Next Gen Edition is far from the first attempt to bring Vice City to the GTA 4 engine. Way back in 2012, a mod appeared that ported the Traffic San Andreas map into GTA 4, and for its time, it was absolutely mind-blowing. But unfortunately, aside from the map, traffic, and pedestrians, there wasn't much else. Still, the fact that such a thing was even possible back then was huge. Yet, the dream of fully remastering classic GTA games on modern engines never left the minds of gamers. The next big hope came in 2021, when Rockstar announced official remasters of the classics. But as we all know, that turned out to be a total disaster. At that point, players finally understood, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. Now, imagine this, a tiny team of just 4 developers, huge fans of the GTA series. I have no doubt that each one of them grew up on Vice City, and then they had a crazy idea to create the ultimate Vice City experience. So they made a decision, bring Vice City to the GTA 4 engine and make it perfect. And they're not just porting the map, they're aiming to recreate the entire game on the GTA 4 engine. That sounds absolutely impossible, doesn't it? After all, no one has managed to pull it off in all these years. And yet, here we have a small team of enthusiasts taking on such an insanely ambitious project. A regular player might say, they don't stand a chance. But if that were true, you wouldn't be watching this video right now. Against all odds, the small yet dedicated Revolution team has done what no one else could. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you GTA Vice City, fully rebuilt on the Rage engine from GTA 4. Vice City Next Gen Edition is a total conversion mod for the original GTA 4, bringing a fully recreated map of Vice City, complete with traffic, pedestrians, missions, cutscenes, radio stations, and even working cheat codes from the original game. Hidden packages, unique jumps, they're all here. This is a full, complete port of Vice City into GTA 4, and it's the first and only mod of its kind to be fully finished. There is nothing else like it, and there likely never will be. What this team has accomplished is truly mind-blowing. Anyone who's ever dabbled in GTA modding understands just how massive of a task this was. This isn't just copy-pasting assets from an old game into a newer one. GTA 4 runs on a completely different engine. They had to rebuild everything from the ground up, adapting missions, cutscenes, mechanics, and more. On top of that, they had to preserve the original atmosphere and setting, all without access to the source code. An absolutely insane challenge, and yet they pulled it off. This team deserves all the respect for their Herculean effort. But now, let's talk about the mod itself. This video will be just a first look, with no major spoilers, so you can experience it for yourself if you decide to play. So what do we have here? First off, this is Vice City on the GTA 4 engine, and visually, it looks fantastic. The original atmosphere is immediately recognizable, gorgeous sunsets, that iconic neon glow, all of it brought to life on a modern engine. And of course, the legendary physics are here in full force. Honestly, the physics and weighty vehicle handling are what still make GTA 4 stand out from every other game like it. The moment I hopped into an Admiral and drove a few meters, I immediately felt it. Yes, this is exactly what I love. That unforgettable driving physics, the incredible vehicle damage system, man, the fun we had with this in GTA 4 back in the day, and now it's all in Vice City. All vehicles from the original game have been ported over with noticeably improved quality. They're not Ultra HD models, but they are much better than in the original Vice City. In pedestrians, everything here is just like in Vice City, but with some improvements. And of course, they now have that legendary Euphoria physics system, which makes interacting with them hilariously fun. The fact that they didn't go for ultra-detailed models for pedestrians, vehicles, and objects, honestly, I think that was the right choice. It helps preserve the original atmosphere, because if they had added super high quality models, they would have stood out too much against the city's environment. But hey, as they say, taste is subjective. Weapons and shooting. The models are straight from Vice City, but the shooting mechanics, they come directly from GTA 4, and we all know that gunplay in that game was fantastic. So here, shooting feels like a real pleasure. Even the HUD design sticks to the original Vice City style, with some tweaks and improvements. And the atmosphere? Oh, it's everywhere. In fact, I'd say this mod doesn't just preserve the original Vice City feel, it actually enhances and amplifies it. It's exactly what was missing all this time. If you've played through Vice City multiple times, tried different mods and enhancements, but always wanted something more, maybe some features from newer GTA games, or just a fresh experience in the same world, this is the mod that will give you exactly that new experience. Honestly, this might just be how we all envisioned the perfect Vice City in our heads back in the day. Now, how well does it actually play? Well, time will tell. I do know that due to certain limitations in GTA 4's engine, some story moments had to be slightly altered. But honestly, I think that's actually a good thing. It means we get to replay familiar missions in a slightly different way. And at this point, it seems like everything is perfect, doesn't it? A mod that so many have dreamed of is now a reality. It's free. Just download it, play, and enjoy. Relive your childhood memories, just like when you first played the original Vice City. But in this barrel of honey, there's a very bitter spoonful of tar. And the worst part? The problem isn't even inside the mod itself. It came from where no one expected, or rather, from where we did expect, but much earlier. Yet it never came until now. On January 23rd, just a few days before release, one of the mod's creators posted an update. He said there was news, and it was bad. At that moment, I thought, maybe they just didn't finish something in time. Maybe they need to delay the release? And honestly, I would have been totally fine with that. But unfortunately, the news was something else entirely. Take-Two, without any warning, completely wiped out the mod's YouTube channel. Yes, they didn't do it earlier. They were probably watching, tracking the development process. Maybe they wanted to wait for the mod to be fully ready before striking, just to make sure their interference left a mark. Because let's be real, if they wanted to shut it down, what was stopping them from doing it months ago? It's honestly heartbreaking. People put in years of effort, created a massive global mod, poured in countless hours, built up a YouTube channel to promote it, and just like that, with one move, someone can erase all of it. It's all really sad, and I think we should support the team as much as possible across all social media platforms. But there's at least one silver lining. It seems like deleting the channel was the only thing Take-Two could do in this situation. After all, their offices left Russia a long time ago, so they don't have any real legal leverage here. At least I really hope that's the case. I just pray that all of this won't affect the availability of the mod. It's heartbreaking to see so many great projects get shut down by Take-Two, especially considering that back in the 3D era, they were actually much more tolerant towards game modifications. But let's get back to the mod. In essence, this is a full-fledged remaster, or even a remake, but made by true fans of the game. And Take-Two, seeing what a small team had accomplished, just couldn't handle it, because their own remakes of the classics turned out to be a complete disaster, and they got butthurt. So the only thing they could do was ban it. Sound familiar? Just think about it. Millions of dollars, a huge development team, practically unlimited resources. And all Take-Two could do was outsource the job to some random Indian studio and a bunch of not-so-skilled developers. And what did they end up with? GTA the Trilogy, the definitive edition. Meanwhile, here we have 4 people, a game engine without source code, limited resources, and look at what they've created. This is a perfect example of how Take-Two just doesn't care about the fans. All they care about is cashing in. Personally, I have infinite respect for the Revolution team for their incredible work. They deserve recognition, a ton of money, and their own studio to create amazing remasters and remakes of classic GTA games. And yeah, if things worked out that way, it would be awesome. I just hope Take-Two doesn't ban me for showing and talking about this in the video. Who knows what's going on in their heads? And of course, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to the channel because very soon I plan to get back to regularly releasing new videos where you can expect a lot more interesting content. So I wish the best of luck to the developers and this amazing mod, and I'll see you all very soon in my next videos.